What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wager Zone podcast, and we are back for another MMA event, guys. This is UAE Warriors 62. Yesterday, we posted a video early in the morning, about an hour before the event for 61, but the audio was just off. I don't know what was going on with it, so I deleted the video. We did pretty well. We actually cashed. We had 7 bets. We cashed. Was it five? Five of them, I believe. The only one we missed was our parlay that we had a lot of the heavy favorites, and all the favorites won. But then, besides the last guy, very surprisingly, in the championship fight, he ended up losing that fight. And I was very surprised. But either way, we cashed 5 of those 7. So we did pretty well yesterday, guys. We hit one underdog play. So let's roll that over to 62. And now hopefully the video comes out pretty well and the audio is not wrong. If you guys are here for the first time, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page, and let's cash out for this UAE Warriors 62. And all right, guys. First bet of the day is going to be Eduardo Mora taking on Ramazan Rigimov. And this one, guys, I'm taking Ragimov. I think Ragimov's going to come in here and honestly dominate this fight. I think he can win this fight by knockout or submission. He's just an all-around better fighter. He's a giant favorite at a minus 2,500. And I don't know if we want to parlay that. We might actually just put him in a parlay, but I just think he comes out here and dominates this fight. I don't see a way Eduardo Mora wins this fight. I just think he's not a better fighter. I think Ragimov beats him everywhere, on the feet, on the ground, cardio, everything. So for this fight, guys, give me Ramazan. Next one, guys, Amena Hadaya taking on Shayna Young. And this one, guys, I'm taking Hadaya. I'm taking the underdog. I think the underdog, it's almost a pick 'em, but she is even money. We get plus money on her, and I think this is a 50-50 fight. I think this is a dog or pass. Either don't bet on this fight or just take the underdog, because I think Hadaya is a decent fighter, and Shayna Young is a good fighter, but she's losing her athleticism. She's getting up there in age. She was in the UFC for a while, but then she started doing bad towards the end of her career, and now she's in UAE Warrior, and she's had a lot of decent fights recently, but she ends up losing some, she wins some, and like I said, the athleticism is not there. So I'm taking the younger fighter, the fighter that's actually getting better. And Shanna Young, we know what we're gonna get from her. She's gonna come out there, she's gonna be pushing the pace and try to get in some clinch positions. But I just think Amena is gonna keep this fight on a distance and pick her apart on the feet. She's gonna probably mix in some takedowns. But I'm taking an underdog. Like I said, it's next fight, guys, Iman Shapi Mukhtarov taking on Anvagbek. I think I'm gonna try to pronounce his last name, Danya-Belkov. And guys, this one I'm taking Anverbek. I think Anverbek's gonna come in here and probably win this fight by knockout. I want to say I think this is a very close fight, but I just think he's fought the overall better competition. He hasn't lost a fight yet in his career. And Mukhtarov has only lost 1 fight in his career, but the 1 fight he's actually fought is when he actually took that big step up in competition. He hasn't fought the best competition. I look at those guys' records. When he fought them, they had decent records, but if you look at them afterwards, they tend to go and lose a whole bunch of fights after. And I think Anvar Beck has fought the better competition. I think this one's going to be a very close fight, but I'm taking him. I think. All right, guys, this next one is Abdelkrim Zahoud taking on Amir Hassan Alipur. This one, guys, I'm taking Zahoud. I think Zahoud's going to come in here, win this fight by knockout. I think it's going to be a pretty easy fight for him. Honestly, I don't see any odds anywhere on this one. I had to double check, but the bookie I use, it's like they don't have this fight on the odds, so I'm not sure if this fight's still going on. But either way, guys, I'm taking Zahoud. I don't know exactly what the odds are, but I think he's going to win this fight pretty easily. I would expect him to be a pretty high favorite, but I'm probably not going to be adding him to any parlays because, like I said, the bookie I use doesn't have the odds out for this fight. But I'm taking Zahoud. I think Zahoud wins this fight. All right, guys, next one's going to be Moran Bellagouit taking on Jason Margallo. And I'm taking Moran Bellagouit, guys. Saw this guy fight in PFL Mania, and he's a really good fighter. He has really good distance control. He has good straight punches, and he has the reach and everything. I think he's going to come out here and knock this guy out. I don't see a way Margallo wins this fight. Maybe if he takes him down, but I see Jason more of a guy that's going to try to stand there and bang. And when Bellagouit's going to be able to just stay on the outside and just land that straight right hand, I do believe he's eventually going to catch that Jason's chin and end up knocking him out. And so for this fight, guys, he's a big favorite, minus 1,000, but I do believe he pulls it off. I think he wins this fight by knockout. All right, guys. Next fight, Ulabai Mirzanov taking on Ravshan Boismurazov. And guys, this one I'm taking Amir Zanov. I think Amir Zanov's gonna take this fight to the floor and end up either getting a submission victory or just win this fight with ground control. I think he's overall the better grappler. I think Rostron, the only way he wins this fight is if he goes heavy and tries to land one of those hard shots early. But if he doesn't, Ulabai is gonna be able to take him down easily and get this fight to the floor. And like I said, either getting a submission victory or just grinding him out with some ground and pound and winning this decision. So for this fight, guys, give me Amir Zanov. I think he does it probably. All right, guys. Next fight, Faiz Jacobs taking on I'm gonna try to pronounce his name, Mohammedeli Osmanli. And guys, this one I'm taking Osmanli. I think Osmanli is gonna come in here and probably get this fight by decision in a banger of a fight. I think it's gonna be very close. But for he's Jacobs, he's had a lot of competition, but recently he hasn't been fighting up to par as his skill level he's shown early in his career. And now he's fighting a very young, hungry fighter where a guy I believe is getting actively better. He has good grappling, he has good striking. His cardio is getting better because at first in the beginning of his career, his cardio wasn't there, but now it's getting better. I think this fight's going to be a banger, but I think Osmanli's going to land the harder shots and probably going to get the decision victory. So for this fight, guys, give me Mohammedeli. Next fight, guys, Mansera Muhammad taking on Yamato Fujita. And guys, this one I'm taking Yamato Fujita. Muhammad has very good striking, but he doesn't have the takedown defense. I believe that's going to help him in this fight. I think Fujita is going to be able to get this fight down to the floor and end up probably getting a submission victory or just grinding him out with the top control. Muhammad, the only fight he's actually lost was against another Japanese grappler where he's shown that he didn't have the best takedown defense. If someone's going to stand there and bang with him, that's probably going to be the best shot for him. But Fujita is going to use his wrestling. He's going to come in here, get a hold of that double A, take him down. And from what I've seen, like I said, the only guy he's actually lost to before was another Japanese wrestler where these Japanese wrestlers have really good top control and they have really good takedowns. And I think Fujita is going to be able to get this fight to the floor and probably either get a submission victory or getting a decision victory just with top control. So for this fight, guys, give me Yamamoto. Next fight, guys, Felipe Douglas taking on Jazulan Akmir Hazanov. And guys, this one I'm taking Felipe Douglas. Felipe Douglas has fought everywhere. This guy's fought very high competition. He's beat a lot of competition. This guy's legit in my opinion. I think this guy can honestly, he could have probably made a little shot at the UFC, but I don't think he would have done well in the UFC. But either way, I think he could have been there. He could have had some fights. Probably got a win in the UFC. This guy has very good hands. He has good takedown defense. He has good grappling, and I think he's gonna fight a guy that's gonna be able to try to get this fight to the floor. And if Zazulan does not get this fight to the floor, I think Felipe Douglas is gonna pick him apart. He's fought very high competition. He's stopped a lot of takedowns in his career, and he's gotten really good with his takedown defense. And I believe this fight's gonna be a fight on the feet, where Felipe Douglas is just gonna pick him apart and probably end up getting a knockout victory. So for this. All right, guys, this next fight, probably the most competitive fight on the card, is going to be Magomed Kabardiev taking on, I think it's Kirilo Horobets. And this one, guys, I'm taking Kabardiev. I think Magomed's going to come in here and get this fight to the floor and end up grinding him out with to a decision victory. I think this fight's going to come down to either if Kabardiev gets this fight to the floor, if Horobets can stop the takedowns and start landing some hard shots on top. I think this fight's going to go back and forth. I think we're going to see a little bit of both. I think Kabardiev is going to get some of the takedowns and get some top control. And I think Horobets is probably going to land some shots as well. It could come out to a split decision, but I'm taking Magomed. I just think that wrestling is going to be too much for Horobets. I don't think he's going to be able to stop the takedowns for 3 straight rounds. And I think Magomed comes in here, at least wins 2 rounds in this fight, and probably a very competitive fight. So for this fight, guys, give me Magomed Kabardiev. All right, next fight, guys. Bruno Azaredo taking on Agshin Babiev. And this one, guys, I'm taking Azaredo. I think he's fought the way higher competition. If you look at Babiev, since in the last 5 years, he's only fought a few times. And the guys he's fought, Tapology has flagged it for, it was like ineligible fights because they're thinking like those guys are throwing the fights or he's fighting people that shouldn't even be fighting. And that's the only wins he's had in like the last like 5-4 years. And I don't believe he's going to come in here and win this fight either. I think he's going to come in here with a big step up in competition and end up getting knocked out. I think Bruno's going to be able to stop the takedowns. I think Bruno's going to end up just probably gassing him up with the strikes and just end up knocking this guy out. So for this fight, guys, give me Bruno Azaredo to teach his boy a lesson, I guess, and end up knocking him out. I honestly don't see how Akshin wins this fight. The fights I've seen, he hasn't fought the best competition, and also he hasn't went out here and actually shown that he's actually fought good competition, and actually every time he's fought something that's good, he's ended up losing. So for this fight, all right, guys, for the main event of the night in the title match is going to be, I think it's Kotam Boynazarov taking on James Longtop, a UFC veteran. And this one, guys, I was so close to taking James Longtop just because, like, I like the guy. This guy has a good chin. He has good boxing. He has good hands. But, guys, I'm taking Boynazarov. I think Boynazarov's going to end up getting this fight to the floor. From what I've seen, James Longtop didn't have the best takedown defense. And I believe one of these Russians and these guys are going to be able to get him down to the floor. I think Boynazarov's going to end up just probably taking him down and gassing him out because James Longtop doesn't have the best cardio. He has, like, one round cardio of him actually being able to stop some takedowns and land some shots. But after that, I think Boy Nazarov's going to be able to just dominate him with the ground control, end up getting this fight either by decision, probably just from the takedowns, or even just getting a submission victory. So for this fight, guys, give me Boy Nazarov to win the title against James Longtop, even though I wanted to take James Longtop. But like I said, the cardio and the takedown defense, the submission defense is not there. So for, like I said, Boy Nazarov is the pick for the main event. And alright guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said in the beginning, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page. Also guys, leave a comment. Let me guys know if you guys agree or disagree with my picks. I'm going to be putting my bets in the description, so check out that description and let me know if you guys agree or disagree with the bets I'm actually making, if you guys want to tell them or fade them. And alright guys, that is it for today.